Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Mad Shad. Thor Vigi me Thor bless on this wonderful Thursday. Wow. It is amazing. Clear blue skies. 60, it's going to be 60 in the 60s today. The sun is shining. It's nice and warm. It's a good day. It's good. But hey, you know, it is Cleveland. Welcome to Cleveland. Tomorrow is going to be 29. But today is a good day. I'll tell you about those who did not have a good day. Those Americans are trapped in Afghanistan, left there by Trader Joe's malicious / incompetent regime. At least we forget that 13 servicemen and women died at Abbey Gate in Kabul, Afghanistan, along with 200 other poor souls and 300 plus people lost arms and legs and limbs, things that don't grow back. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. But there was hope. There is hope. These folks are still in country working. And that is Task Force Argo, Task Force Pineapple, Project X's, Project Dynamo Christian Coalition, Mighty Oak Foundation, just to name a few. Meanwhile, we all know Sean North Shore Preparedness is passing. He was a brother. He was a friend. He was also a father. Estranged by his kids and his wife or ex-wife. Yeah. But he carried on. He carried on. He did what he had to do through all the strife and misery that he went through. He carried his head high and he held true to his convictions. Never look down upon someone unless you're helping them up. There appears to be no honor with his son, possibly his ex-wife. I don't know. I don't even know why I should even talk about this, but it really, really irks my tater. Yeah. And also, well, it's a sympathy play. It's a sympathy play to get money. GoFundMe pages long after the passing of Sean to try to reach out to the community. Please help. Please. Now you help? Now you want us to help? I've dealt with a lot of death in my life. And I've helped clean out houses and apartments and did all the things that the after death that comes from, you know, from that. It's the only honorable thing to do. You gather the valuables, you give them to the persons and people who, family members that deserve them, all the mementos, all the valuables, you know, all that things. You do that shit, and this is a tradition. Okay, tradition dictates that the closest family member is your siblings. They get the stuff. You know, go to probate court. You know, that's the way it works. It's a tradition going back to the beginning of time, when man and woman were having kids and dying and leaving things to their kids and their family members. You know, there's also special instructions to give this to certain people. This goes to the aunt. This goes to, you know, you understand. But don't fall for this. Don't fall for this. I can only I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and presume. I'm going to presume and profile. Fucking piece of shit. I mean, wow. And yeah, no respect there. No respect for the such a dishonorable thing. You know, to try to play on the sympathies of people, of friends and family. You know, oh, you need help. Why don't you get your fucking scrawny little ass in there and do the fucking work? It's expected of you. It's the only right thing to do. Now, I could understand if the offspring was invalid or something, you know, $10,000 to clean out a house. I've done it by myself in a few boxes for free. So, honor is calling. It's a real big thing with me. I've lost all respect for someone that I never knew. Texted. Seen a text. It really disturbs me that this kind of thing still goes on, especially when we're the target. I guess they thought, because I know this is a group thing. It's not just one little offspring. It's multiple people. You know, trying to make a buck on the passing of a great man. Yes, a great man. A man that is revered and respected. I feel his name has been tainted and dishonored. And there's this old school part of me, this primal part of me that demands retribution. But hey, this is the new millennium. Ah, yes. And from what I understand, and you know, yes, I have talked to Sean before, and it was about that, or you know, saying no, I'm not going to take that, and you shouldn't either. It's funny how that still comes up and still finds a way to divide. And we should all be united. What's the saying? There's no honor among thieves. I guess so. In an earlier time, there would have been a banishment, or there would have been something else even worse. But hey, see, I don't mean to. Yeah, I do mean to disrespect, absolutely, because no respect has been shown. This is a very disrespectful act, especially in my eyes, and I'm sure in a lot of other people's eyes. You hear about this thing from time to time. It's a very dishonorable thing. And even though he wasn't a Marine, you know, we felt a camaraderie, me and Sean, as veterans. You know, he was a he was a rubberhead. He was a radio operator, and he did some really cool shit. You know, and if you know anything about Canada and the United States military, it's there. We're joined at the hip. You know, they've been in every conflict we've ever been in some role or some fashion. You know, either direct support or adjacent support, always. And Sean was part of that throughout his career as you know, in the Canadian forces. So it's hurts my soul. It a very dishonorable thing to hear about this. So I apologize if this comes off, disrespectful, especially to those who knew and loved Sean. I do apologize, but I still am a creature of emotion. I still am, and sometimes I just can't contain myself. So, yeah. So anyway, I just got one message for the offspring is kick yourself in the nuts now and do it repeatedly. This has been Mad Shad. Every day, never forget.